Hello everyone, good evening guys, and welcome to the YouTube channel of PRATHAM Test Prep. Myself Juhi Sharma, and here we are with a new episode of a series known as Current Affairs SAMVAD, wherein we'll cover the current affairs from the 1st of December to the 3rd of December. I hope you all are doing absolutely fine. And with this, let's start with our current affairs. Let's start with the session for today. And if you're new over here, let me just tell you, hi, my name is Juhi, and we do these current affairs sessions on every Monday and Friday, wherein we cover the current affairs, the current events of the past 2 to 3 days. These episodes are a part of our series known as Current Affairs Samvad, on which we post updates and we go live at 8:30 p.m. on every Monday and Friday. So yes, let's quickly see the first news of the quote of the day basically. So the quote for today is, education is not preparation for life, education is life in itself. So this is what the quote for the day is, and without wasting much of our time, let's see the first news. The first news is about World AIDS Day. Yes, it is about World AIDS Day. Now World AIDS Day is observed in the month of December. So you should be aware that when this particular day is observed, every year we observed it in the month of December, and when it is observed on the 1st of December, right? 1st of December, World AIDS Day. Now you need to know the full form of AIDS as well. So AIDS stands for Acquired Immunodeficiency Syndrome, right? Acquired Immunodeficiency Syndrome is a full form of AIDS, which is an actually HIV infection, right? So that is the reason why we say HIV AIDS. All right. Now for the year 2023, the theme is Let Communities Lead. All right, Let Communities Lead is a theme for this current year. And when did it start for the very first time? It started in 1988. All right. So the organization which is responsible behind observing this World AIDS Day is WHO, World Health Organization, right? Its headquarters are in Geneva, and this is actually responsible for observing this particular day. Now wherever you see this sign, this cross ka sign, just understand it is about AIDS. All right. So basically WHO has observed this day so that people can can get aware, right? Required action can be taken for the spread of AIDS. Okay, so the first people to observe that AIDS is a pandemic and they thought that there was a need to spread awareness about it were James V. Bunn and Thomas Netter. So these are the two people who have started, or who have first one to observe the pandemic and spread awareness of that. I hope this much is clear to everybody. Now let's see what is the second news. The second news is about COP28. Now what is COP28? COP28 is basically Conference of Parties. All right, it is related to climate, change. For any entrance exam, this particular topic is very, very important, related to COP. So COP28, right, the Conference of Parties 28 for this year will be hosted by UAE, and that had already started from the 30th, and that will conclude on the 12th of December. All right. Who is hosting COP28? You should be aware. COP28 जो host कर रहा है, वो host कर रहा है UAE, which is United Arab Emirates. COP28 ये आपका host कर रहे हैं. बहुत important है ये चीज़. जितने भी आपके इसकी इम्पोर्टेंस क्यों बढ़ गई है, बिकॉज ऑफ द रीसेंट इजराइल हमास कॉन्फ्लिक्ट जो आपका हो रहा है, रशिया में जो आपके अगेंस्ट यूक्रेन जितने भी मिलिट्री ऑपरेशन चल रहे हैं, जितना जियो पॉलिटिकल टेंशन इसलिए बढ़ रहा है. सो लुकिंग इनटू दैट, दिस COP28 इज वेरी, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ऑलराइट, नाउ व्हाट इज COP? COP is basically a body. It is an authority, a body of UNFCCC. Now UNFCCC क्या है? It is United Nations Framework for Convention of Climate Change, UNFCCC. ठीक है, हर साल आपकी COP मीटिंग होती है, right? The COP meets every year. जो कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑफ पार्टीज हैं हर साल करते हैं. इफ द पार्टीज डिसाइड कि इस साल नहीं होगा, फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर मान लो कुछ पैंडेमिक है, किसी भी रीजन की वजह से दे डिसाइड कि इस साल कॉप मीट नहीं होगी, सो दे डोंट डू इट. अदरवाइज एवरी ईयर द कॉप मीटिंग इज बीइंग कंडक्टेड फ्रॉम 1995. 1995 से हर साल आपकी जो कॉप मीटिंग है वो हो रही है. ओके, फर्स्ट मीटिंग आपकी हुई थी बर्लिन जर्मनी में. इस साल जो आपकी सीओपी इवेंट है वो कहाँ पे हो रहा है? यूएई में हो रहा है. ठीक, जो ऑफिस है राइट ऑफ सीओपी प्रेसिडेंट, मतलब प्रेसिडेंट कहाँ से चूज किया जाता है? बेसिकली आपके 5 यूनाइटेड नेशंस रीजनल ग्रुप्स है आपके, विच इज अफ्रीका, एशिया, लैटिन अमेरिका and Caribbean, Central and Eastern Europe and others, right? So these are the office of the COP president and basically इन्हीं के बीच में आपकी वो रोटेट करती रहती है. प्रेसिडेंट जो है यूजुअली इन जनरल सिनारियो वो जो भी उसकी होम कंट्री होगी, उस होम कंट्री का इन्वायरमेंट मिनिस्टर होता है. द इन्वायरमेंट मिनिस्टर ऑफ हिज होम कंट्री इज एक्चुअली द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ COP, right? And they are elected by the acclamation immediately after opening the COP session. Okay, ऐसे उनकी अपॉइंटमेंट होती है. दिस इज अबाउट COP 2028. I hope this much is clear to everybody. Now moving further to the next news, what we have is about Nagaland's statehood day. Now we know that Nagaland initially was not an independent state. It was actually a part of Assam. Okay, so Nagaland celebrated its 61st statehood day, and this statehood day was observed, or Nagaland became the 16th state of India on the 1st of December. Okay, 1st of December in the year 1963, Nagaland became the 16th state of India. All right, now before that Nagaland was initially a part of what? Nagaland was initially a part of Assam. All right, now Nagaland was formally recognized and separated from Assam on the 1st of December 1963, and they made Kohima as their capital. So that is the reason why Nagaland statehood day is observed on the 1st of December. Okay, now a little background about it, that Nagaland Act 1962 was enacted by the Parliament to give Nagaland a statehood title, meaning to make Nagaland a different state altogether and not just a part of Assam. Okay, so after 1947, when we got independent, till 1963, right, Nagaland was a part of Assam only. But a movement began, a nationalist movement began, right, wherein the Naga tribes and the extremists basically, they demanded that they wanted a separate state. So in 1957, the Naga Hills region of Assam, right, they had the frontier division. Okay, then they were brought into a single unit which was directly administered by the Indian government, by the union government, and not by the Assam state government. And to resolve all these issues, because it was getting really chaotic and really out of hand, so to resolve all these issues, in 1960 it was said that Nagaland should become a constituent state of the Indian Union. However, the statehood title was achieved in 1963 only, and the first elections in Nagaland, right, the democratically elected government took office in the year 1964. So Nagaland saw a lot of back and forth, right, in getting a different statehood title. Alright, now moving further, we have the next news about the Angkor Wat temple in Cambodia, which is the 8th wonder of the world. Now, till now, हमने क्या सुना था? We have heard of the 7 wonders of the world. There are 7 wonders of the world. There are 7 wonders in the world. But Angkor Wat temple, which is in Cambodia, became the 8th wonder of the world, and it defeated the Pompeii, which is in Italy. Okay. Now this is situated in Cambodia, which is the 8th wonder of the world now, right? And it is, the Angkor Wat is the largest religious monument globally, right? It is the largest religious monument, and this was built in the 12th century, and this temple is basically dedicated to Lord Vishnu. Suryavarman II, the emperor, the Khaima emperor Suryavarman II made that. Later it was converted into a Buddhist temple by Jayavarman VII, but when it was built, it was completely dedicated to Lord Vishnu, which is now the 8th wonder of the world, the Angkor Wat temple in Cambodia. Okay, now this temple is also known as Yashodharpura, right? And the name, they got it from Nogor, which means kingdom, and it is a Sanskrit word Nagar, which means city. Okay, so that is where they got this name from. And this is the 8th wonder of the world. Now when we are seeing the 8 wonders of the world, let's see the entire list over here. So the first wonder of the world is the Great Wall of China, right? The Great Wall of China is the first wonder of the world. You can see it over here, right? Second is the Chichen Itza, which is in Jordan, right? Third wonder is the Petra, which is in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The fourth wonder of the world is Machu Picchu, which is in Peru. The fifth wonder of the world is in Mexico, which is the Christ Redeemer. The sixth wonder is the Colosseum, which is in Rome. The seventh one is Taj Mahal, which is in India. And the eighth one is the Angkor Wat, which is in Cambodia. So if somebody asks you that how many wonders of the world are there now, there are not 7 wonders of the world. Now they have the 8 wonders of the world. You can see over here, you can see here the Colosseum, you can see here the Chichen Itza, you can see here the Machu Picchu, you can see Christ the Redeemer. So there are all these 8 wonders of the world now, and the 8th one is the Angkor Wat. I hope this much is clear to everybody. These were the important news that had happened from the 1st to the 3rd of December. Thank you so much everyone for staying tuned. I shall be seeing you in the next video session, that is on Friday. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and to give this video a thumbs up. Do like this video, and we shall be meeting super soon on Friday at 8:30 p.m. Thank you guys.